everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new card review, and we have a bunch more cards to go over. It just keeps on coming. The reveals will keep going for a couple more days, and well, we got some cool stuff to take a look at, as well as we have our giveaway going on for Murder at Castle Nathria. I'm giving away 3 mega bundles, 2 regular pre-orders. All you have to do is like and comment to the video, in the description below, subscribe to the channel. If we can hit 55,000 subscribers, I will be adding another mega bundle, so hit that subscribe button. It'd make me go broke. So the first card we're going to take a look at is another rogue secret. I think all 3, well, technically 3 have been revealed, although 1 unofficially, but we have Kidnap, the epic secret, so the most expensive one. It's got to be the best, right? It's 2 mana. After your opponent plays a minion, stuff it in a 0/4 sack. What the hell does that mean? Well, what happens is if you play a minion, it'll go into this Kidnapper sack. It's a 1 mana 0/4 token, death rattle. Your opponent's kidnapped minion returns to their hand, basically. So you play a battle cry minion, the battle cry will go off, but it'll go into the sack, which you then have to kill to get your minion back. It's been clarified that if you play a colossal minion, the appendages will still spawn, and it's also been clarified if it's a hand buffed minion, it will retain its buffs when going back to your hand. So there is some downside to this card in that regards. It doesn't like completely neutralize everything, but basically it's like a 2 mana targeted little sap for a minion. It can be played around to an extent. Players can play their cheap minion first, get that out, and then it gets sacked. But overall, it's still a very annoying card to deal with. You're giving your opponent a 0/4 sack, which can be buffed as well. They cold-blooded, they buff it with any other minion. They can also shadow step it, preventing you from ever getting your minion back. So there are some like weirdness there. Yeah, just a kind of a weird secret option. I think it's decent. I don't know if it's as good as the other ones, which is like a 3/4 totem golem for 2 mana with stealth or draw 2 cards, but I feel like you need to run all the secrets to make this secret package worth it. And it's not bad. It's not bad at all, especially if you're facing a deck that can't run like cheap minions. But there's not a lot of that in the game. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out. The flavor is off the charts for this card. I love the design. I think it's super cool and interesting. It's just hard to evaluate how good this effect can be, but it could potentially be really strong. I'm going to give it a very favorable 3 out of 5 in standard. Just like every other, I think I've given every secret card a 3 out of 5 in standard, and I'm going to keep it that way. I think it'll be a playable, like, core part of a deck. I don't think it needs to be the deck. It's not just secrets win you the game or whatever. I just think it'll be a, you know, a decent addition to like another deck, like it'll be like a little bit of a package for it. So I will give it a 3. And with Wild, it doesn't kill your opponent. It doesn't let you combo. So again, I got to give it a 2, but the flavor of this card is absolutely off the charts. Next, we have a Hunter spell, Stag Charge. It's a new burn spell, Quest Hunter support. Yes, but it could be more than just that. Stag Charge, deal 3 damage, summon a random dormant wild seed. We have seen these wild seeds before. I'm not sure if we can find it here for Hunter, but they are they're dormant minions. Obviously, it's called dormant, but we saw it with Spirit Poacher. It's either it's a 3/1 with Rush, a 2/5 that has taunt that comes in 2 turns. This one comes in 1 turn, or a 3 mana 5/4 beast that comes out in 3 turns. You get a 4/2 weapon, so you get board presence with that. So where did that go? Where did that go? It's right here. Sorry. Yeah, so Stag Charge deals 3 damage, summon a random dormant wild seed. And the wild seed stuff is pretty decent, and I think this is a lot better than the 2-drop. The 2-drop, where you just got a 2/2 and then you had to wait for one of these middling effects. For 3 mana, you're overpaying basically 1 mana for this damage. However, you get a wild seed with it, whether it's a Rush, a taunt, or the 5/4. And particularly in a Quest Hunter, if you get that weapon, you get that extra burn, you're gonna be very happy. But overall, you can just slot this into probably any like mid-range Hunter deck to give you board presence. I could see this even seeing play in like a big beast hunter just to fight for board. The only issue is the wild seed screw up your revive pet, so I don't know how well it would fit into that. You could just put it into face hunter as just additional reach, because believe it or not, face hunter doesn't have that much burn in it. But overall, am I sold on this being an incredibly meta card? It's 3 damage for 3 mana and hunter, and I'm still not sold on wild seeds. I've had a lot of comments telling me I'm going to be wrong on it, that wild seeds are really good. I just feel like this is a lot better than the 2-drop in regards to that the first effect is proactive. You're removing something, you're pushing face damage, and then you're getting the dormant on top of it, rather than just playing a 2-mana 2/2 that doesn't really do much. So I think it'll see play, not in wild though. Not in wild again, it's probably too slow, but I think it will see play in standard. For that reason, I'll give it a 3, giving it a lot of 3s, but I do think the cards are like, they're good, but they're not like broken or anything, right? Like they'll see play. I don't think they're bad, but yeah, I'm gonna give it a 3 in standard, and in wild I'll give it a 2. And by the way, this reveal that this is a part of, this guy went on a whole detective case solving stuff, quite the production. Check it out, it's on the card reveal schedule. It's not in English though, I couldn't understand it, but my goodness, they went all out for this video, so shout out to them. I'll try and link this. I have the Facebox by GS Spotted. I'll shout it out. Give it a go if you can well understand what's going on. And then lastly, we have another wild seed card. This one is for hunter. Well, they're all for hunter. Sorry, this is for hunter as well. It's a nature spell. Not a lot of nature spells for hunter. There's been a couple, but not a lot. Wild Spirit, summon 2 different dormant wild seeds. So guaranteed to be different. Make your wild seeds awaken 1 turn sooner. So this is, yeah, a little bit better than we have seen in the past. Makes the wild seed cards a little bit better. I'm not entirely sure if this is an ongoing effect. I would imagine it will be. So for the rest of your game, all of a sudden, I imagine it's for the rest of your game. Like, it must be. It doesn't say make these wild seeds awaken 1 turn sooner. It's all of them. So maybe the ones that are on the board, maybe it casts on the ones on the board. Regardless, this speeds things up a lot. And that's been one of my things with the wild seeds, is they feel a little bit too slow. Well, this makes them a lot quicker. So maybe I got to go back and reevaluate the other ones. Why are you doing all these card reviews so quickly? Well, you guys like to hear the cards really fast. But yes, you summon 2 different ones. So you're guaranteed 2 different ones, and then they'll awaken 1 turn sooner. So if you get the 3-1, you'll be able to use it right away. That one's 1 turn, right? The 1 mana 3/1. Your 2/5 taunt will be in 1 turn, and your 5/4 will be in 2 turns. This card to me is really freaking good. Like the wild seeds are all good, don't get me wrong. My main problem with them has been they're too slow. So my assumption with this will be your wild seeds that are on the board will awaken sooner. 1 turn sooner. So if you have a 5/4 already going and it's got like 1 turn left, boom, it'll pop open, you'll get the weapon. So I think this card makes wild seeds seem a lot better. You'll also really want to draw this while you have wild seeds going. And regardless, you're getting 2 immediate present bodies. Like, you're getting a taunt, you're getting a weapon, you're getting rush, at least 2 of those, and that's really strong in my opinion. I think Hunter will really like this. I don't know where it fits into. Again, the big beast hunter, I don't know if it's worth screwing up your revived pet. If it goes into face hunter, it goes into something completely different. It very well could, but it's a solid card. I will give this, you know what, I've been giving a lot of 3s. Let's spice it up. I'll give it a 4 to 5 in standard. How about that? And in wild, where you can play this in odd hunter, and yeah, it's a 2. It's just wild. I just can't imagine it pops up in a wild. Hunter is pretty tough to get going in wild, and the decks that do work in wild typically aren't board based. So there you go. Bunch more cards to go over today. We'll have more reviews tomorrow morning and again in the evening. Nova's wandering around. Let's go see her. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day. And stay salty, my friends.